Alrighty, hello everyone, it is silverkyle here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Grand Theft Auto 3, the PlayStation 2 Classic, and this is one of those games that is a landmark in gaming. It is just one of those games that really changed the way that we played games. It's one of the first open-world sandbox games, and it did it so well. It might not have been the first sandbox game, like a huge open world, but it was the one that, really did it right. And it is one of my favorite games of all time, and I would probably say, just thinking off the top of my head at the moment, like the Grand Theft Auto series is, one of my favorites, if not my favorite gaming series of all time. It's just every game I've really enjoyed, even the first ones before this, which were like a top-down view. And I'm not even talking about what's basically happening in the game right now. Okay, so the guy that got shot, you were a bank robber, and the girl that shot you was your girlfriend, and I don't know exactly why she shot you, either for, more money, or she just, just didn't care for you, whatever the reason is, she betrayed you. It's kind of stupid, because, I mean, you know who she is, and you could just rat her out, because if I got shot by my girlfriend, I survived, and I'm left there to die, or get caught by the police. I don't know if she was intending to kill you, or just leave you for the police. Either way, I'd be pretty pissed off, and I would want to rat her out. So, not the smartest thing. Then again, she might just be a criminal, and she doesn't really have any ties to her real name or anything like that, so I mean, it doesn't really matter in that case. But anyway, you're basically heading to jail, I'm assuming, because you're already in the jail clothes. You've basically been convicted. And you're just lucky that you were in this vehicle with that older man that we're about to see in a second again, and also that guy right there, 8-Ball. Two different people, no connections at all. Basically, those guys wanted to break out that older man, and then you and 8-Ball take the opportunity to beat up the police there and get the keys and get the hell out of here. So 8-Ball is useful because he's going to give you connections to a bunch of people and basically give you a job. Okay, this scene right here, when I was younger and when I first seen that, I know basically every time that I played it, up until recently, because I've beaten this game like 5 times now, I always think that they're zooming in on the door and not the bomb, because Grand Theft Auto, the whole thing is that you can just steal any vehicle that is being driven around or parked. You can usually get into it unless it's locked, but they're very rarely locked. And that's just so cool about the Grand Theft Auto series, is that it was really revolutionary that they made bad guys, or kind of people that are in the middle, really cool play. Like every game now has like the dark side and the good side. But back then, this was the first time they're like, these kinds of people who aren't exactly bad guys. They're kind of in the middle. But they are not a hero at all, and they really go through, more so in the later games, because this character, he doesn't really talk at all. But in the other games, they go through, like, they talk about what they're doing, and they know that it's wrong, but it's also they're just put into these situations, and they have to survive. It just adds, I think, a layer of, like, a way for games to progress, that they couldn't just be about like hacking and slashing. They had to add more than just regular characters. That Mario is always a hero. Legend of Zelda, Link's always a hero. They just and that's one of the things I hate about this game, is that people just, when you get close to like a person while you're driving, they'll just jump, and sometimes they jump in front of the vehicle. It makes absolutely no sense. So right now we just got to go over to this hideout so we can get out of our out of our jail clothes into street clothes, because I mean it's pretty obvious that we just escaped when you're wearing these crazy orange, bright orange jail clothes. And this game is going to be the second game that we've been playing alongside Legend of Dragoon, and it was decided upon when I did a live stream last week sometime. I wanted to know what would be a good game to do not mess up my vehicle. What would be a good game to play alongside Legend of Dragoon? So one day Legend of Dragoon, the other day Grand Theft Auto 3. And the reason why I'm a little bit late finally uploading this, well, for one, it's I've just been having such a hard time figuring out the... Well, first of all, figuring out how to edit these games because the gaming capture card works beautifully. And if I just uploaded the gaming footage to YouTube, it would look fantastic. It would take quite a long time to upload because they are very large files, but it would look, you know, freaking spot on. Basically, it would look the exact same. What I'm seeing right now, you would be seeing on your screen, but I wouldn't be able to add my commentary. I wouldn't be able to be talking at the same time. That was the biggest thing because I had to basically edit. So I had to, you know, use an editing program, and I use Final Cut Express because I have a Mac, and it did not want to work for anything because when you're done, when you're recording this footage, it records in AVI format, so it really doesn't work for editing purposes. So I basically had to convert it over to MP4, and then finally I figured that out. So I was able to do Legend of Dragoon. But this game is a PS2 game, and because it's a PS2 game, you can play it in widescreen. But the thing is that because I'm playing it on the PSN, there's so many different widescreen versions. Basically, I'll show you what I mean by that. I have to wait. Okay, so I have to get a vehicle, but so there's a bunch of different versions here. You can go to display, and you click on widescreen. Now you think that would just make it widescreen by itself, but then you have the PlayStation 3 version. So you have to go into other settings, and there's full screen, there's normal, there's off, and there's smoothing. I'm just not going to do the smoothing because it doesn't really do anything that I've really noticed. But yeah, and so the best one for me, it seems to be the full screen. And let me know. I mean, this to me, this is the only way that I can get a full widescreen recording. So I think this is the one I'm going to stick with, unless it looks really weird when I upload it for whatever reason. It does look a little bit stretched, but too bad. I mean, to me, I'd rather see it. Well, I don't know. It's really up to what you guys think. If you think this is alright, then we'll stick with this. If you guys want me to, I don't know, I could switch it to like the 4x3 standard edition, kind of like what I'm doing with Legend of Dragoon. Okay, so basically, once again, I'm just not paying attention to the actual Let's Play of this game. So 8-Ball introduced me to Luigi. Now Luigi is kind of like one of the lower guys in like a mob, basically. And if I start doing well here, I can start, you know, slowly working my way up in this mob and making more money. And that's why I was saying it was a really cool thing that, you know, you were in the vehicle with 8-Ball and that old man, because 8-Ball is your connection to basically everyone. He's your, you know, you're the first guy that's going to introduce you to everyone. And we just had to go pick up Misty. And I think you can assume what kind of girl she is. You know, she's a ballerina. She's a dancing ballerina. That's her services. So now I can just keep going and getting missions from him. So he's going to be my first boss, per se, not a, you know, a video game boss, but an actual boss who gives me missions in a game. Now I'm going to work for him.
Luigi said to give you this, so here, take it.
There's a new high on the street. Goes by the name of Spank. Some wise guy's been introducing this trash to my girls down Portland Harbor. Go and introduce a bat to his face. Then take his car, respray it. I want compensation for this insult.
You gotta love angry people. There's just something about it that really adds to you know, different scenes. Okay, so now we gotta go pick up a bat, and Spank is the version of, you know, drugs basically in this game. It's basically you are basically playing Scarface, kind of, you know, a 2000 version of Scarface, and then when you play Vice City, that is exactly like Scarface. Like everything is so similar to Scarface. Like it's more than just an homage, almost. It's as if they just took the Scarface, you know, script, expanded it so that it's, you know, longer than 3 hours. And can change the characters' names, and boom, there you go. There's Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Vice City is my favorite Grand Theft Auto. I just love it. Okay, so basically, let's just get out to his vehicle, pop up this, and then he's gonna come to me, and well, I forgot what button to hit. Oh, well, I don't even remember why we're doing this, but compensation for Luigi. There, you're never gonna do that again, now are you? Nope. Okay, now we gotta go. So basically we killed the guy, now we're gonna take his vehicle. Although I'm gonna lose my vehicle. Oopsie doodle. It doesn't matter, I'm getting this. Redone anyway. And these stallions do not drive nicely. Just horrible. The one I had, it drives kind of nicely. It handles really well. It's just not the fastest vehicle, but it's faster than the Stallion, and it handles a lot better too. So that's why I'm not going to be driving a lot of Stallions. Although there's one vehicle that's kind of like a Stallion. The ones that there's gangs in this game too, and that's a cool thing when the gangs start fighting against each other. You can sometimes be just driving down the street and the gangs will be at an all-out war. And then you can either choose to be on like one of their sides and help them out, or you can just have full mayhem and just kill everyone, and you can be like your own team, the one-man team against all these gangs. So this is cool because basically you pay $1,000 and you can change the color of your vehicle if you're really you don't like the color of your vehicle for whatever reason, switch it up. Or if the cops are after you, that's the main reason. If the cops are after you, you want to be able to you want to be able to escape them. So every time that you get a star, the more stars you have, the more cops they're going to be sending after you, and the more cops that you have after you, the crazier it is to try to escape and live. And the only way that you can get rid of them is either by going to these little. This will take away 1 star right here. That blue thing right there, that blue star basically. That will take away 1 star, but you're going to need more than that. And if you respray your vehicle, it will get rid of all the stars. And trust me, you're going to be doing that a lot in the later parts of this game, even sometimes at the beginning. So now I got to park this perfectly in here. There we go. Because if you bang it up, then you have to go get it resprayed again, basically. $4,000 to go beat up a... Well, I guess that makes sense. Beat up a guy. Hey buddy, that's a really nice vehicle. Actually, I don't want that. Why are you driving all these crappy cars? Right in front of the police station. Excuse me. I'm an investigator. Oh, come on. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. See, and do not let the cops get you out of your vehicle, because then you get busted basically. So there you go. See, that's my first example. I hit the star, and the cops aren't after me anymore. So I think that's it for my first Let's Play. I'm just going to go back to my hideout. This is where you save the game. I should have explained that at the beginning when we first went there with 8-ball and changed their clothes. And it's on the map too. I really like the GPS. It works really nicely, especially in later installments of the game. And this is your parking garage. Do not leave your vehicle outside because people will steal them when you save. There's a chance sometimes that you go in, and if you go in and save, this is where you save. And you sometimes come back out and your vehicle's gone. So always put it in that garage. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next part. Bye-bye, everyone.